Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to showcase the end of October's ladder reward. I know when some of you probably saw Sylveon VMAX, you were a little bit disappointed that that was the ladder reward, but I'm here to tell you that Sylveon is incredibly strong in the expanded format. I tried making a Sylveon VMAX work in the standard format, in like a Rapid Strike Toolbox deck, but it just underperformed. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, and even when it did do what I needed it to do, I still barely won, barely scraped by some dubs. Sylveon VMAX was alright. I felt like I leaned on the other Pokemon in the deck more, like the Urshifu or the Empoleons, rather than the Sylveon VMAX itself, so it didn't really feel like a Sylveon VMAX deck. So I'm over here in the expanded format playing with Sylveon VMAX because I think it is so powerful in the expanded format. Now, Sylveon VMAX, 310 HP, not the biggest VMAX, and with the attack, well, we're not even going to talk about the first attack, Precious Touch, actually. I don't even play the energy to use, the Psychic Energy in this deck to use Precious Touch. But I do play the triple accelerations for Max Harmony. Max Harmony does 70 base, plus 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. So, you want to fill up your bench with as many different types of Pokemon as you can. The way we get more damage in the expanded format is by playing Sky Field. That allows us to fill our bench up to 8 Pokemon. So, if we have 8 Pokemon on our bench of different types, and that will skyrocket our damage to upwards of 310 to 330 damage, excluding stuff like Muscle Band, so on and so forth, or 340 should I say, 310 to 340. So, Skyfield allows this deck to actually hit some really big damage numbers that it couldn't previously hit, or that it can't hit in the standard format. Now, Sylveon VMAX has some incredible partners in Expanded. The first one being Volcanion-EX. This is a dual type Pokemon, which means this one Pokemon counts as 2 types. It is so strong. This one Pokemon alone adds 60 damage to Sylveon's attack. It is so powerful in this deck. Now, there are other types of dual type Pokemon. There's a Galvantula, which you can play if you guys want to. It's a grass and electric type. But I often find I have Dedenne on my bench, making the secondary type of Galvantula a little useless. So I don't like playing those other types of dual Pokemon because they conflict with the other types in my deck. So going over the rest of the cards, we have a 1/1 Arceus. That's just the best normal type to put in the list. Having the V-Star power is too strong. Just here, let me grab any 2 cards I need. Let me grab the energy and my evolution, and we just go in. So Arceus is a great 1/1 line as our normal type. Dark type, of course, you have to have the Crobat. My dragon type of choice is actually Garchomp. The only reason it's here is because it has free retreat. It is a fantastic pivot in this deck. There's also a Noivern V that has free retreat you guys can use as well if you don't have the Garchomps. And then a type that's not in the standard format, we have Fairy type. We have the Bench Barrier Mr. Mime. So Mr. Mime, this card is really solid. So there is a Psychic type Mr. Mime that has Bench Barrier as well, but having the Fairy type, we don't duplicate types by having, a Sylveon in the active, a second Sylveon on the bench, and a Psychic Mr. Mime on our bench. We play the Fairy type, and like I said, it also protects our bench. The Sudowoodo with the Roadblock as our fighting type. This Pokemon says as long as it's on your bench, your opponent can't have more than 4 bench Pokemon. So we play our Skyfield, we get the huge bench to put all of our Pokemon down. They're actually still limited to 4, and we do additional damage because of the different typing. Now, I do have an Exeggcute on our bench. I use this as discard fodder. Typically, if we need to bench it in emergency situations, you absolutely can, because you can always just get it right back from the discard pile and slap it on the bench as an additional 30 damage. But the grass type you typically want on your bench is probably going to be Kricketune. I like Kricketune a lot. It allows you to fill your hand to 3 if it's on the bench, and fill your hand to 4 if it's in the active. So it's another support Pokemon here. It adds damage, and it has a really solid effect. Then, of course, we've got the 2 Dedennes. Just discard your hand, draw 6. And in this case, I'm playing Jirachi-EX as my Steel type. Now, typically in Expanded, you play Tapu Lele GX to search your deck for any 1 supporter card. Well, that conflicts with the dual typing of having, a Sylveon in the active and a Sylveon on your bench. So if you have a Lele on your bench, you're not doing as much damage as you could be doing. And you don't want Lumineon V because you have Volcanion. So Jirachi-EX is going to be the perfect Pokemon for this list because it still has the same ability. Search your deck for any one supporter card and put it in your hand, and it adds that additional damage. Now, moving into trainers, the one Computer Search, busted, helps us find our energy, helps us find whatever card we need in the moment. I played one Evolution Incense. This is actually my favorite grab off the Dream Gift ability. Forgive me, I didn't talk about the Sylveon V. The Dream Gift ability is actually really incredible on Sylveon. If you're going first, you just get to search your deck for any one item card, and then put it to your hand, and then your turn just ends. So this card is fantastic for grabbing Evo Incense, so we can just evolve right into the Sylveon, or potentially evolve into the Arceus, so that we can get our combo pieces and get going, without having to grab something like an Ultra Ball in case we have cards in our hand that we don't want to discard. So, max consistency though, speaking of Ultra Balls, with 4 Ultra Balls, 4 Quick Balls, I play 2 Field Blowers because Sylveon's damage is completely reliant on having more Pokemon on your bench. So if someone puts out Chaotic Swell, you want to have a way to completely get rid of that and still put out your Sky Fields. A Heavy Ball, because I play a lot of 1-ofs in this deck, so Heavy Ball is really, really new, solid inclusion. Like I said, look at all these 1-ofs. It's a fantastic card. 2 Rescue Stretchers, just in case our bench gets destroyed, or in case they get rid of our stadium, we have to throw away our Pokemon. We can retrieve them. 2 Special Charge, because we're only playing 4 energy in this deck. 3 VS Seekers as staple, and then we already went over Sky Field. Now, moving to the supporters, 1 Acerola. I found Acerola to actually be really clutch. Because Sylveon is a VMAX and it's got huge amounts of HP, if they swing into you and can't KO you, you can just Acerola, scoop it up, and re-evolve the second Sylveon and go in again with a full fresh HP, max HP, ready to go Sylveon. So one of Acerola is solid for potentially denying your opponent an entire turn, negating an entire turn of damage. Cynthia for Shuffle Draw, 2 Guzmas, you gotta have your Gust options. I played 2 Guzma and Hala because I want to be able to find my energy and my stadium, as those are some of the most important cards in the deck to allow Sylveon to do damage. And for Disruption, 3 Research, just we're trying to dig, man, we're trying to find our pieces. The 2 Floaters, just great retreat, and then the 2 Muscle Bands to amp up that damage even further. And then to end the list, the Triple Acceleration Energy. This card provides 3 colorless energy as long as it's attached to an evolution Pokemon. And then it does discard itself at the end of the turn. So you want to just chain Triple Acceleration Energy, Triple Excel, Triple Excel. And that's why we play the 2 Special Charge to be able to put them back into the deck. So, if you guys want to play this deck as well, I have the deck list down in the description below if you guys want to mess around with this deck yourself. And I'll show you guys that this late October ladder reward, she's pretty good. All right, let's get it. First game was Sylveon against Giratina. All right. We win? Okay. I would like to go first. Sylveon, an extremely popular evolution. Let me know in the comments section down below, what is your favorite evolution? For me, I'd have to say it's gotta be between Leafeon or Umbreon. Yeah, ooh, that was a nice top deck, honestly. Bench the Sylveon. Then we are going to Ultra Ball here. I can get rid of the Guzma, and I think I'm going to get rid of the Rescue Stretcher. I think that is fine. And then I'm going to establish the Arceus, hoping it's in the deck. Oh, yo, hello. Awesome. So we can bench that, and then I can Dream Gift, and we can just grab an Evo Incense right here, which is going to be super awesome. Our hand is actually pretty set for success next turn. I have the Evo Incense for the Sylveon VMAX. I've got the Arceus VSTAR already in my hand. Yeah, I'm feeling fairly confident about this. Our opponent looks like he's playing more of a standard build of Zorark. He's got the double turbos. Yeah, I'm not sure why you wouldn't play DCEs and triple XLs, but, you know, to each your own. And the rope. I mean, I could let him... I don't want him to damage. I'd have to find a switching card, which is what I don't like. If he doesn't bench another Zorark, I actually think that this is fine. Ultra Ball. Okay, so he's most likely going to bench another Zorark, so he's going to chip at this Sylveon a little bit. That's could be worse. I could have fed him the Arceus, and actually just attacked with the Arceus this next turn with the triple XLs. Definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. And there goes our Arceus and our Sylveon. Oh, rip me, dude. Never mind. Never mind, that's great. I assume he's probably going to run to a Crobat here. I actually have the Versus Seeker for the Guzma that I pitched away. He's actually just going to stay in the active. Boy! Oh, you're going to get cooked, my dude. I'm going to blow this thing up. Let's get rid of that there. We can attach our triple XL and then Crobat for 5, see what we can find. Volcanion is amazing. I don't find a backup Sylveon yet. I don't want to research all of these resources away either. Because then I'm getting rid of my second Guzma and a VS Seeker. The question is, am I doing enough damage? 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm concerned that he might one-hit KO me the following turn. I feel like it's safer just to try and see if we can get our second Sylveon down. There's a Quick Ball. I'm just going to get rid of the Heavy Ball because I don't believe we prized anything super imperative. Yeah. We're looking pretty solid here. So I can actually go Sylveon, and funny enough, one way I can actually completely limit his damage is by slapping down Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo's roadblock here essentially means he can do less damage because he'll have less Pokemon to put damage counters on. Now I could Dedenne, but I think go down a triple. I think it's actually fine because if he gets rid of my stadium next turn and my bench gets locked, I won't be able to play anything. So I actually don't need to bench any of these. I'll hold them just in case he bumps my stadium, and that way I can put up my other stadium and then establish more Pokemon. So yeah, then we're just gonna go in with a Max Harmony. Bam! Wow, that is turn 2, 310. Oh my gosh, Sylveon. And we find a triple XL off the prizes? Yo, that was nuts. That's crazy, man. Let's see if he can keep up here. Damage pump, he'll move the damage counters around a little bit. Yeah, no, he can. He does Marnie me. That does suck because my hand was kind of gnarly. The Marnies, my worst card ever printed. Worst card ever printed, guys. Hey, I mean, this hand is just equally as busted. We got the Arceus V-STAR to grab us our triple XLs and whatever we might need. Now, if he does swing into us, we could actually also just Acerola this turn and full heal this active Sylveon VMAX. All right, he's going in for the Phantom Star. Yeah, this is a standard listing. He must have misclicked. That's okay. The shoes. Still a really incredible deck in Expanded Zorark. I already played with it on the channel. If you haven't checked that video out, go ahead and check that video out. There were some really sick games in that vid. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident right now. This hand is looking pretty good. Alright, he does finally pitch away a Gengar, but if he puts down the Lumineon, he won't be able to put the Gengar in play. So, alright, Gengar comes down. There we go. And then he can damage pump, but he can't one-hit KO me here. And there's the ticking curse for 210. Not even close. Even if he added another 50 damage here, it wouldn't have been able to help him. So here I can just special charge both of these energies back into the deck. And then we're just going to full heal this Sylveon VMAX. Re-promote the next one. Bench this bad boy. Re-evolve. And then I'm going to Starbirth here. I will Starbirth for the triple acceleration energy. Busted. Absolutely busted. And what other cards might I potentially need this next turn? I mean, I could potentially get another Sky Field, but I have a research in my hand. I'm not too crazy concerned about that. I guess I could thin out another Pokemon like Sylveon that I don't need, or I could just, you know, disinterest. Let's grab Guzma Hala. Guzma Hala is great because that will guarantee me the Stadium Tool Special Energy next turn. And then we can just attach and Max Harmony. Bam! This is some damage, baby. 310. That's crazy. I can even technically slap down this Exeggcute and do 340 damage, even killing the likes of E-Turn VMAX. Nuts, man. Yeah, there's no way for him to one-hit KO me. So he does finally get rid of the Stadium. I'll get rid of my Crobat and Dedenne here. And then that way I still limit his damage. I still have a backup attacker, my most damaging Pokemon. The Mr. Mime doesn't do much for me here, so I guess I could have pitched that. But I'd prefer to keep my Pokemon, I guess, as high HP as possible on the bench right now. And get rid of those potential liabilities. Although I do have 2 prizes, 180 right here. But it's still fine. And going in for the research. Yeah, he needs a damage pump this turn to be able to move damage to the active. Is that a Pyukumuku? It is Pyukumuku! Alright. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I've got the Guzma Hala for this next turn. And I'm pretty sure I KO him because I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3. That's 180 plus another 70. Yeah. I do. My Jirachi is tossed. I did toss that. So... And the pass, he whiffs energy, and we get the that was writing was on the wall, right? Get another game in here against the boss with Sylveon VMAX. Yo, winning coin flips? Okay. Let's see what we open with. This hand is not terrible. It's not great either, but it's not terrible. It's solid, and we're taking a mulligan. All right, now we're talking. 4 mulligans, Dracozolt VMAX. Oh, very interesting. Now, what's funny is we can actually one-hit KO Dracozolt VMAX. We'd have to have a full bench, and yeah, we'd have to have a full bench, but we can one-hit KO him. Okay, we get a Garchomp. I'll grab that. Let's Heavy Ball. Let's see what we can get off here. Dedenne, all right, not bad. I can definitely Quick Ball away. I guess I could get rid of the Acerola right now. And establish my Sylveon. My Arceus is also in the deck, which is great. I am definitely going to Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of Ultra Ball and Special Charge right now. I like holding on to the N. That should be okay. And then we'll grab the Arceus right now. Get our evolutions down, ready to go. Bench that, and then we can just Dream Gift here. I could attach my floater. Let's attach the floater, and then we'll Dream Gift. We already have the Evolution Incense that I would typically grab, so I guess I could just grab something like Muscle Band. I think that is perfectly fine. Yeah, I guess I could have grabbed Computer Search as well, but we have the Arceus for the double Computer Search next turn. I am hoping to get everything I need this next turn. Alright, Heavy Ball, Green's Exploration, yes sir. He grabs the VMAX and not the V. If he doesn't bench another Dracozolt VMAX, or Dracozolt V this turn, we might actually just be able to win by destroying this active Dracozolt. So... Dracozolt's really cool and expanded because you've got max potions, plus it attacks for 1 energy. This is actually, Dracozolt's actually one of my favorite expanded decks. It is so much fun. Oh no, he plays Avery's. Well, we gotta just blow him up then. Okay, so he's got a brain, he's smart, he's benching another Dracozolt, it looks like. Man, what a big ol' hands you have, sir. Ultra Ball off the top, not what I like to see, but we can grab our Sylveon here, slap that down. I am concerned though that knowing he has the Avery in my hand. I kind of want to end him, I'm not gonna lie. because we would need, with the Volcanion, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 6'3", 180. So we actually knock him out by just having a full bench. I'm gonna end him here. Let's get rid of those cards out of his hand and see what we can get. Wow, that is not what I wanted at all. Ugh. I do not want to waste Starbirth on Pokemon. Oh, that feels so bad. Because currently we're doing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 90 plus the 70. Not enough. We're actually short. Yeah. Alright, well, we can... I guess I could have attacked with the Arceus. Arceus would have actually net us the KO here because it does have 220. Then I've been a little trapped in the active spot. I just have so many Pokemon in my deck, I assumed I would find more Pokemon. But we'll grab the Volcanion here, and backup Sylveon I think is solid. Yeah. We'll bench the other Sylveon, Volcanion, and then just Max Harmony for the knockout. Not too shabby. 270. That's, I mean, it's okay, I guess, right? Alright, we get our heavy ball back, that's fine. Another thing he could do is Primeval Beak, so I couldn't attach energy, but I could just attach bench, so we'll see. Oh, he has the Versus Seeker to get greens back. Let's see what would he want to grab off this? Path to the Peak, potentially? Maybe Path, Professor's Letter to grab energy? Something like that. I still think, though, that this is a solid matchup because we are probably one of the few decks that can just absolutely blow this big, thick boy up because we have the damage to get through it. He could also grab Field Blower to get rid of my tools. That would be annoying as well. Interesting. Energy Lotto over Professor's Letter. I guess he's also trying to find Speed Lightning, maybe? But, oh, he has an Energy Surge. Okay. Triple Excels are really cool because you just attach one Lightning. The Triple Excel is cool in this deck as well because you just attach one Lightning and the 3 colorless. Alright, let's just one-hit KO him, right guys? I believe. Do you believe? I believe. We just top decked the Dedenne, which is awesome. So we go Triple Excel, Sky Field. I could research first. Because I'm pretty sure I have another Dedenne in my deck. I actually think it's safer to just drop the Dedenne here. Extra damage. So we have the VMAX. Are we there? That's it, right? That's the one-hit KO. Bench that, and that's, I mean, that's game, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 3, 270. Yeah, that is enough to one-hit KO the Dracozolt VMAX here. Max Harmony. Get wrecked. 330. Yo, that's insane, dude. As I mentioned earlier, this deck just, it doesn't really cut it in the standard format right now, but man, in the expanded format, it is really, really strong. Now, of course, if you don't have all these cards, like maybe the Arceus line, you can always substitute that for any normal type, like maybe Primate Wisdom Oranguru, or the Fill Your Hand to 3 Oranguru. If you don't have Jirachi-EX, you could maybe use the Jirachi Amazing Rare, which is also a really solid option, just to really fill that bench space and add additional damage. Heck, if you don't even have the Psychic or the Fairy Mr. Mime, slap any random fairy type. Heck, you can put just a Cottony in there. As long as it's there for the additional damage, that's really the only purpose it serves. This is just the more optimized list, I guess is the right way to put it. But yeah, no, I think it's a pretty solid ladder reward in the expanded format that is. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys liked the video, drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.